In this lesson, you will learn how to integrate information from an outside source and how to use MLA style formatted in-text citations. An in-text citation is when a writer gives credit to a source. Within the sentence, the writer uses the source's information. When a writer wants to include information from an outside source in his or her paper, a writer should integrate the information into one of his or her own sentences. Pause the video and read this example. In this example, the writer has just dropped in a quote from an outside source. The writer included the following quote: "Employees could accidentally or deliberately spill confidential corporate information or allow worms to spread throughout a corporate network." This is an example of a writer dropping in a quote. Avoid dropping in quotes into your paragraphs. Instead, integrate quotes into one of your own sentences. Notice the writer uses the same quote in this example. However, the writer introduced the quote with, "As PC World columnist Daniel Tynan points out." In this lesson, we will talk more about how to integrate a quote while providing an in-text citation. Let's look at the same example more closely. When integrating a quote and providing an in-text citation for the source, first, introduce where the source is coming from. We know that the quote in this example is coming from a columnist by the name of Daniel Tynan. Next, use a signal verb or signal phrase to lead into the quote. This also gives the reader some information about the original source. Avoid using the verb said or stated. Instead, use a verb that is more telling of how the original source used the information. Here's a list of some sample signal verbs. You can find this list on the in-text citations page on Canvas. Also, be sure to apply the proper punctuation. When using a quote, you need to use the exact words from the original source and place quotation marks before and after those words. If there is a parenthetical citation, the period will be placed after the parentheses. A parenthetical citation includes the page number a quote can be found on in the original source, if there is a page number. Notice only the number is included. Parenthetical citations are included at the end of the sentence with the quote. If a writer's name is not introduced in the same sentence as a quote, then a parenthetical citation will include a writer's last name, a space, and then the number of the page. If there is not a parenthetical citation, the period will be placed inside the quotation marks. Look closely at these examples of integrated quotes and in-text citations. Use the information from this lesson to determine what is being pointed out by blue, red, green, purple, and highlighted font.